Hello everyone, today we are going to be taking a look at the, here we go, Marvel Legends Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest 60th Anniversary Iron Man Model 1, or Mark 1, whatever you want to call it. So, I'm going to take a look at the box right now. So we have the 3D render on the side, the no varnish anymore, some comic art on the back, and then, how do I get this in frame? Everything included with the figure and another 3D render. So that's all on the box. So let's crack this open and get into it. And here he is out of the packaging. He comes with not many accessories, about the average that a Legends Iron Man comes with. So he comes with the 2 smoke, smog, black, whatever effects. He comes with the 2 repulsor, fire, I don't know what they're supposed to be depicting here, effects, 2 open hands and 2 fist hands. Now, my problem with the open hands, as you can see, if I can get this to focus here, hello, you can see it doesn't have a peg hole. You can see the paint that's included on both hands, but there are no peg holes. I don't know why. I don't know if in his first appearances, he doesn't blast out of his hands. I don't remember, correct me or tell me in the comments, but I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't have the holes. I don't think it's that hard to get holes in the hands. Every other Iron Man I have has them. So that's a big complaint with the accessories. And the lack of Tony Stark head, I'm also not a fan of. Like, couldn't have been that hard. Like, just include even just a reused sculpted head. It would have been easy. But then if we take a closer look at the figure, you can see he has all these little like scratches that are painted on, which I think look very good. The arc reactor looks great. You can see it's sculpted in, like those lines. That's all sculpted. But the marbling. Oh, the marbling. You can see throughout the figure, all that marbling. That is terrible. Especially in this torso here, that isn't supposed to be there. That isn't supposed to be cracks or scratches. That is just straight marbling. And then you can see here, like on the legs, I don't know if like the little like dents in the armor are supposed to be there or not. I don't know if they're supposed to be sculpted in. I have them over here. The Knoll figure from last year, he has that like in his calves, and those are definitely supposed to be there. So I don't know if that's supposed to be the same thing, but, and now going over articulation, I've seen a lot better on other Iron Man figures. I gotta be honest, this is not great. So starting off, the head doesn't go up at all. It doesn't go up at all. It goes down. If you really push it, you can get about that far down. It's on a ball peg, or 2 ball pegs, but the ball pegs, they don't give any articulation. I mean, it can wiggle side to side. That's about the best you're gonna get out of it. Arms go up that far, pretty far. No butterfly joints or anything. Bicep swivel, normal. And then, okay, so the elbows are double jointed, they're pinless, but they're basically single jointed. Like, they only go up that far, or you have to push it the other way, so then you bend the other joint and get it slightly more bent, but there's not much movement there. And both sets of hands just have the vertical hinge, and then legs go out that far forward, that far back. Knees, those bend good. That's like the best point of articulation on this figure. You can see once again, the armor's covering part of the joints, which I think looks good. Just articulation wise, it's not good. Then this, I thought this was a boot cut from the pictures, but it's not. It's just sculpted on. And then feet go like that. They go, I want to break this. I feel like I'm going to break it, but they go around, and then I'm saving this for last. The torso articulation's a joke, all right? So it goes that far back, that far forward. If you try to twist it, listen. That sounds like I'm gonna break it. Like, I feel like just the slightest bit too much of a wrench and that thing is broken. So I am very let down by the articulation. Iron Mans usually don't have the best articulation, and I wasn't expecting it to be great. But, I mean, come on. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22 points for articulation. Like, there are all these joints, and barely any of them get any movement, except for, like, the arms that go all the way around, the legs that go far out. Like, if you try to get him in the, like, superhero landing pose, good luck with that. You can't. Like, I've been trying before recording this, and this is about, like, the best you can get. You can't get him to do much. He looks good on the shelf. Like, if you're just buying him to put on your Avengers shelf or something, he looks great. I have no complaints. Like, the shelf presence, it's great. It's awesome. It reminds me of, like, a McFarlane figure. They look great, but the articulation is awful. So we'll look closer at the accessories next. But yeah, I'm kind of let down. Okay, so here he is with the other hands. They look fine. It's nice to have an Iron Man with just open hands. But once again, where are the, like, repulsor hands? I mean, they can do that, but... And then, I know probably a monkey could figure this out, but I'm going to show y'all how to put these on. So you slide that in that, like that. And oh yeah, and then he has 2 pegs on each foot, or peg holes on each foot. He has one in the back and one in the middle. So you plug it in, yay. You do the same on the other side. But maybe I can't do it. Plug it in. I'm plugging it into the middle because I think that's what it's for. Because this is the only way you can use those, or on the feet, because there's no peg holes. So yeah, there you go. So you can have your Iron Man flying around. And, I mean, they look fine. I have no complaints with those. It's the same as every other one. I just wish we could put them on the hands, too. And then the other thing, if you don't want him in a flying pose, but you still want, like, the smoke on him, I kind of figured this out. You can kind of slide this, if I can do it, like, around the arms. So you can kind of have, like, smoke coming off him after he gets, like, shot at, or, like... his suit's malfunctioning or breaking, because I don't think this suit lasts that long. Maybe I can't get it on. I'm struggling. But yeah, you can see you can have him, like, kind of walking away, smoke on him, and, like, that looks great. He looks great. He can do the walking pose. That looks great. It's just the articulation and the accessories, everything else, but he looks great. And for size comparisons, here he is next to the only other figure I have from this wave, the Target exclusive Black Widow. So as you can see, he's, I'd say, about at the 6.5 inch mark. It doesn't say on the box. I feel like sometimes it tells you in centimeters, but yeah. And then here he is next to my kind of custom classic Iron Man, and obviously the classic Iron Man, it's just more eye-pleasing, aesthetically appealing because of the colors. But if we're talking, like, sculpt and all that stuff, I think I have to give it to the Mark 1. So honestly, I'd give this figure a solid 6.5 out of 10. I feel like it's just kind of hard to get the articulation in such a beefy version of Iron Man. Like, if Mafex were to make this version of him, I can't imagine there'd be much more articulation. I think it's just the problem with the character, because, I mean, where else are they going to put articulation? It's really annoying how limited it is. But yeah, I think it looks great. I will have plenty of other pictures up of him on my Instagram, so go check that out, Dakman77. With that, I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you. Peace.